Alright, welcome back to more AC Origins. Let's get through some more of these stone circles.
Those are the scales, called Gonsu. When we die, the goddess Ma'at weighs our hearts on them against her white feather.
I remember this. If our hearts appear in light, we walk in the field of reeds.
Very good. You are listening. The scales measure truth and justice, which is why Medjay pursue these two things above all others.
You'd think because of less options available it would be easier, but it's surprisingly not. Come on, up you go, up you go, up you go. Ah, there it is.
Everyone, get in position.
Alright, we'll swim parts of the way. Over the hill and down the dune. No? Of course.
Get in position.
For what?
Papa, you know how you're Egyptian and Mother is Greek. What if Egypt and Greece go to war?
Greeks and Egyptians do not hate each other. We are all the same.
It feels like they do. A priest in the temple school said Greeks were destroying Egypt.
He was wrong to say that. There is good and bad in everyone. You are the child of both Egypt and Greece. You are proof they do not hate each other. Ah, the great twins. To the Greeks, They are twin brothers. To Egyptians, they are he-goats that rise from the underworld, bringing pestilence and protection. Even the gods have two sides.
Nothing more? No more? Okay. Oh, too far. Where was the other one? There it is. Ooh, what's the quickest way there? I'm sure I'll hijack a boat somewhere.
Watch out! Move now! You there! Stop!
No, we will not stop. I'm gonna get out of your hair, don't worry. Don't get in my way. Oh, look at that. Conveniently a boat. Perfect. Let's beat this bloody boat. Pisces!
Papa, why do people die?
We are not gods. Everything must die. It is what Amun has ordained for us.
Will we be together in the afterlife?
Be brave and strong. Fight for justice. Do not lie. This is all anyone can do. Ma'at will decide if we are worthy to walk together in the field of reeds. I'm sure you will, though. Your car is good. Pisces, the two fish, joined by the thread of this life, they are forever balanced between the afterlife and the underworld.
Nothing more to say about Pisces? Good. Up. Turn. I used to go fishing when I was younger. Just go fairly regular, mostly every week or every second week. And a friend of mine is actually a Pisces as well, so yeah. Not that I read much into the, the religion behind the symbols, but yeah. Just looks interesting. Maybe that's just me. Excuse me. Right, which one's next? Ooh. What's the quickest way there? Oh God. Let's go. Let's say there. Good. Excuse me, I'll just borrow this horse.
Oh, that's Badge. You are the Magi from Siwa.
Thank you for welcoming me, but I won't be going there yet. Let me guess, there's a big cliff face here. Oh, not as big as I thought. But of course that's going to be on a cliff, isn't it? Typical. Apis, I think.
Papa, what is best in life?
To seek justice and truth. To live with honor. To protect the weak and the poor. And to love your mother.
My friend Kenan said it was to crush our enemies and to hear the lamentations of their women.
We are Magi, son. Not barbarians. Apis, the bull god. He is the strength of the pharaoh. Each year, he is born as a calf with special markings. The pharaoh finds this calf and worships it.
Okay, I think they're done.
The wind rises, and the sand with it.
Two more. Yep, there's the last one. The other last one should be just there. Divine Lion.
Magi have a duty to the gods. We must be strong and ready to fight. But we must only fight when it is just.
I'll practice hard, Papo. I want to be strong and hunt like you do.
You are already better with your weapons than many men. You will make a fine Magi, son.
Like Mom says, may your victories multiply.
The Divine Lion, the powerful one. Her breath formed the desert, the fiercest of hunters. She leads the armies of the Pharaoh into battle.
I think that's probably it. Pretty sure this is the one, isn't it? Yep. Hathor.
Hey, hold on!
And this should be the last stone circle.
Papo, when you met Mother, how did you know she liked you?
My heart lit on fire, of course. She smiled at me, and her eyes rendered me helpless.
So if a girl likes you, she smiles at you?
Son, there are some things I can't explain to you. The stars, how to fight. But this is something not even the gods can tell. You will have to ask a goddess. Hathor, goddess of motherhood and joy. She is loved by all in Egypt, from the least to the greatest, mistress of the West. She welcomes the dead to the afterlife.
Nothing else for the last one? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. been fooled. Haha. Okay, where's the last pairing? Is it up here, even? There's no harm in checking. No. What the hell is it? It'll be hidden somewhere. Hidden in plain sight, of course. Where is it? Where's that orange marker? Okay. Ah, there it is. That took me a while.
That is the last one. I can take all the shards back to Siwa now.
It's not overly necessary, but because that's how we started the mission, that's how I'll end it. The actual mission itself, the last part's just for Hemu and Bayek, the family. The actual mission itself is actually necessary for the temple, which I'll explain when we actually go to the Sphinx. I mean, I'm only explaining it just for those who haven't played the game, or didn't bother to go into many of the temples. So this information is for you. For the rest of you, you can just watch and enjoy, basically. Yep. I was just thinking, it'd be horrible if I actually just jumped off and into a leap of faith. Desynchronized. Ah, that would have been interesting.
I must be careful now.
No, you don't. You can just butcher them if you have to.
I'm going to find every stone circle, the Sphinx and pyramids too, and I'll find my place.
My son. Your name, Hemu, means Egypt. Like Egypt, you are forever changed. The stars are yours now, and your place is with them.
Okay. Now off to the Sphinx. Excuse me. Okay. I'll now explain, since we're going to go and find the last temple. Two major prerequisites. You need to have done all the stone circles to gain entrance, and two, if I recall correctly, you need at least 25 pieces of silica to actually activate the mechanism. There's a very good reason for that, which, you know, you'll find out when you listen, when you watch and listen to it. I won't spoil it, obviously, but there is actually, of course, a very good reason for it. Mr. Sphinx, this will probably be the last time I talk to you.
The Great Sphinx. It is smaller than I expected.
So yeah, when you're actually
Hidden
going...
entrance. How long has this been here?
So when you're going around with all the tablets and the other temple, collect all the silica you can. It is necessary. I mean, no, go the other way around. I have 71, which you might as well just collect them for the sake of it, you know. Just makes it easier. It really does.
A dead end. Does not make sense. Well, there must be a way forward.
Okay. Let me go through here.
What is this?
Okay. Now I will explain. All these lights correspond to all the stone circles that you complete throughout Egypt. And what they do is they are the activation. They activate the mechanism that unlocks the entrance to the temple, which is beneath this platform here. Which you will see soon enough. I'm not sure if you have to activate it or not. As you can see, all those correspond to the stone circles, and that means they're lit up, so it means they all activate. Now, I did say earlier, excuse me, that this game probably should have been called something like Horus. I say that because Horus being the guardian, you know, to protector, which is essential, and it is the symbol on the Medjay badge. As you can see quite well, if I can move the light out of the way. There, symbol of Horus all around the temple. I guess it's the fact that they said, oh, you know, it's origins for origin of the Brotherhood, origin of this. But the problem is that with the new game coming out, Odyssey, you know, and with some of the things that they've actually said, the Brotherhood itself, for those who don't, I probably mentioned this in a former video, the Hidden Ones is just a title. It's like Hashashin is another name for assassin. So they call themselves Hidden Ones. That's kind of like a god or a religion. That's a title used for the Hashashin. They were the Hidden Ones. And it's just another term used for assassins. You know, it's not exactly saying the Hidden One's not. It's not actually saying that they're the Brotherhood. Hidden One is not a Brotherhood. Hidden One is a title. The Brotherhood is the collection. So the idea is there, but I don't agree with the full terminology of origins. You know, I don't agree with. I think Empire would have been a bit of a stretch. I honestly think that something like Horus would have been a perfect title, considering it's the symbol used for the Medjay. That would have been a perfect title. That's just my opinion anyway. We've all got ours, now your third mine. Anyway, let's activate this entrance. Look at that. Writing of the Isu. Or at least symbols, anyway. A hidden Isu temple. There's a very good reason this is hidden.
This is not Egyptian.
Really? You don't say? This place is enormous. Like I said in one of the previous videos, you know, they all think that, you know, this place, the other temples are big. Your jaw's going to drop and see the size of this one. This is absolutely enormous. Now tell me that this in terms of scale, in terms of building structure, is definitely not the biggest. I get it, some have a huge, you know, big canopy, should we say, or massive enlarged space, but in terms of actual structures holding this place together, you know, this is definitely the biggest. But there's an extremely good reason for that. And you might find it fascinating who the narrator is for this one. No, you don't go and... It's not like, oh, which famous actor or actress is going to be narrating this one? That's not what I meant. So I'm just going to faff around for a minute and find all the silica. I'm not entirely certain, but I believe that you can only go inside this once. Feel free to correct me if you can prove that wrong, but I believe that you can only go inside here once. So don't like to test those sort of theories, so that's why I'm just roaming around here collecting all the silica in one go. And that way we don't have to return here. Just make things easier. Some people might be thinking, oh, why is this place so profound? Why is it so secretive? What is so magnificent about this temple, apart from the grandeur that we see? I'll ask you one question in terms of the assassins before I activate it. And you can ponder the answer while you watch and listen. Nothing there. So I'm being very OCD about this because I feel it's necessary. I'm pretty sure it's at least 25. It could be 30 for all I know. Actually, it might even be 50. 50 silica you need. Good, and jump up. Look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. How many take? 50. There you go. Okay. Now do you see why you have to collect them all? Okay. The question to ponder while you watch and listen. If you know about the Assassin's Creed series, and you know about how to initiate, how the assassins get initiated, that process, what's said in the initiation, I'll leave you this to ponder. What is the origin, or what could be the rumored origin, of the oath that you take when being initiated? I'll leave you to ponder that while you watch and listen. This is the Grand Temple. I'm counting it of origins. Watch and enjoy, everyone.
Retransmission, Segment 6, Acquiring Contemporaneity. It has been 109 days since the Great Catastrophe. The messenger speaks. endless sleep or an absence of light, but from a reality that will soon cease to be. Wake up. The next chapter is unstoppable. And yet, the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Change your mind, subvert your perception, stop this world, bend it into something new. Destiny is not without irony. Here I am, imploring a lesser version of myself to do what I could never do. In this timeless moment, you and I are a bridge, both of us from different eras meeting halfway at the narrowing of the hourglass in this ocean of sand. It is not enough to tell time. You must learn time. To work with your Shelly Mrs. East, and in so doing, escape the inescapable. Fill in the blanks, the ones hiding between words, between worlds. Find the spaces that we could not erase, the variables that ended up erasing us. If you do not, they will erase you as well. Time told of a story that ended with us, and now it tells of a story that ends with you. Once upon a time, a new story will begin. After the functions which run our days have scattered into an array of random numbers, we found solace in order. We thought it would help us rule the world. We were wrong. Order never served us. It has kept us within the code, within the boundaries. We were tricked into thinking we were the ones writing the rules, when they were in fact guiding us to our conclusion. You need to transgress. You of all people understand the value of disobeying. Take an unexpected turn away from the path that is drawn straight ahead of you. The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. But the Animus bears a fatal flaw. It follows the rules from those who embrace order, just as we do. It allows you to witness, but not alter. Your Animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could do that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. Wake up. Be the chaos that comes to be. Gods are just like you and me. Remember, nothing is real. Everything is permitted.
How about that for a concept? So, makes you wonder where all these theories come from. At least does for me personally. I'm a huge AC fan. I personally actually believe in the oath. I mean, I've always counted as the creed that nothing is true, that everything is permitted. But when you think about the creed, it's the three tenets, and the oath is that say nothing is true, is to realize that the foundations of our society to which we live in are fragile, and we must be the shepherds of our civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our own actions, and we must live and learn with the consequences, whether they be glorious or tragic. Then Ezio once said, that kind of stayed with me, because if you think about it, that actual motto in itself kind of reminisces of our lives, sort of, We have to make decisions and we have to live with them. Sometimes we have to be the shepherds of other people and help others. sometimes we do actually live within that code and not even realize it. I certainly believe in it quite a lot. I may not always practice it, but I definitely believe in it. So I guess you could say that it's kind of almost a religion, but not really. It's something I do believe in heavily. I thought I'd admit that because I know it's a fable of fiction, but it's surprising what things of fiction, give us something to believe in, as a philosophy. It's kind of ironic in that way. So, and I don't know if any of you realised, but all these segments, he's talking about Layla. He's talking about how Layla could break the code. It's her animus that's done everything. She's got her own direction. I believe all the segments are talking directly to her. They're explaining to her because she's watching through the animus. So, yeah, it's all targeted toward her. Anyway, let's get out of here. I hope you all did enjoy that as much as I did. It's the second time I've listened to it. And I enjoyed it just as much as I did the first time. Very intriguing. Okay. Now that all that is done, I hope you all did enjoy Assassin's Creed Origins. Next time, we'll begin the first DLC, or at least the first one that was released, The Hidden Ones. See you then.